Duol pa lang ng manok ganina, tinola na na. No. We have how many slides? Daghan man ni siya. So possibly if we could not finish, we'll have it by Tuesday. Then proceed to the next topic. After I had finished with my discussion, of course, a quiz again. Okay. So by Tuesday, if I could have finished it today, we'll have it on Tuesday. Then another topic. Next, I think, is nucleic acid. Yeah. But let us admit. Okay, so let us proceed. So there are already 32. I will just admit those who will be coming in. So, okay, so we are in slide 12. So, what are these reactions of fatty acid? There are specific reactions of fatty acid. First is oxidation of fats. Basta nag-oxidation, ubang gina siya, napoy reduction of fats. So, how it is being applied? First is in the exposing of lipids to oxygen. So, example for this is, so when exposing lipids to oxygen, it results to oxidative cleavage of the double bond. That creates volatile aldehydes. So, what will be its product? Volatile aldehydes and carboxylic acid. Because of the presence of that, diba, kaning marancid ang, wa mo maka-observe kaning mantika, the oil, no? Og madugay ang mantika, di ninyo magamit. No? What will happen is, why expiration? There is expiration. What will happen to your oil? It will have a rancid smell. Okay. Why? Because that reaction is known as exposing lipids to oxygen. Once it will be exposed for a long period of time, what will happen? This will be converted into the double bond. No? The double bond will be converted into volatile aldehydes. Kani mao ay makahatag og bahong ranso. So, it will have which compounds, what will happen? The compounds will have that smell. No? This chemistry is the basis of the lipid-rich food going rancid. No? So, rancid is katong marancho bitaw. Mo bitaw ng karne na madugay nimo o dili luto. Tapos may mga tambok. What will happen? Mas daghang tambok, mas dali siya maranso. Mas dali siya mubaho. Because of the conversion of your the lipids into aldehydes. Ang aldehydes maoy makadaog baho. That's the first type of reaction. Second is hydrogenation. What do you mean by hydrogenation? That is, it reduces. The first one is the result of oxidative cleavage of your double bond. That in hydrogenation, this will reduce the double bond to single bond. Ang first one is mo-cleave ang imong double bond nga mo create into aldehydes. In hydrogenation, what happened? Your double bond will reduce to single bond. So, stabilizing the fat and making it less likely to go rancid. So, what happened? Mauni mo ginahimo sa mga processing plant. So, They made use of this, the hydrogenation, because this will give a longer shelf life for processed foods. No? Okay. Mo gani ng karne, no? For instance, kanang karne nga butangan dayon nimo siya himong tosino, ngano dugay siya because of the hydrogenation process. Okay. So, this is very useful in industry. And more stable application like high temperature, how it's being done? You add on a high temperature baking or deep frying. Oh, mo gani ng lechon paksiw. Okay, ngano madugay siya? Because it prolongs, no? You add on. Labaw ng lechon kawali. Oh, ang lechon kawali o lechon ngawa ni mo luto madali magdaot ang lechon. Lechon man yun, ma'am. Oh, yes. Ang lechon ngawa luto dali siya madaot. Pero kung i-deep fry ni mo siya, naapay kami. I-deep fry ni mo siya, what will happen? Makasan naman to sila. Admit. Oh. Sa. Tapos na i-view. Imo siyang i-deep fry, what will happen? Okay, it will have a longer shelf life. Okay, that is known as hydrogenation. Meaning hydrogenation process is called hardening. Mao nang lechong kawali, mas gahi, no? That's it. Ano na ito? Admit on. Okay. And at the same time, what happened here is in consuming trans fat raises your bad cholesterol. No? And this will lower your good cholesterol. Kung imo siyang i-process ani, di ba? What will happen? Kung ang lechon imong direct nga na, mga tambok, but if you are going to deep fry it, what will happen? Of course, this will lower the bad cholesterol. No? And it will lead, kung dili, if this will not be done, what will happen? Okay, this will lead to hypertension. Taas imong cholesterol level. Napay coming. So, let us go to dietary fats nga very healthy. Go, fish. Okay, so fish yun that. Why? Okay. So, in fish, what happened is, actually, human lacks that enzyme to synthesize the alpha-lenolenic acid. The alpha-lenolenic acid is abbreviated as ALA. No? Alpha-lenolenic acid. A is alpha, then L is lenolenic, then A is acid. Which is, take a look, an omega-3 PUFA. Okay, meaning, where can you find first the double bond? It is in carbon 3 in your omega, meaning the last carbon. Okay, and most get its diet in their plants. No? So, this is, this makes it essential. Ano essential man? Same thing with amino acid. No? Diba na 8 kabuok essential amino acid? Ay nakatong 12 dili to siya importante. Katong 12 na amino acid could be processed, synthesized in our own system, in our body. Those 8 amino acids should be taken in the diet. Same thing here. So your ALA is an essential amino acid. Why? Because this should be taken in the diet. That is, so essential fatty acid, this essential fatty acid, linoleic, that is lenolenic is omega-3. Lenoleic, lenolenic ang ALA. Ang lenolenic is ALA, that is omega-3. While lenoleic, this one, lenoleic is omega-6. Where is your first double bond? It is in carbon 6 from your omega. Okay, so that lenic is essential fatty acid. The EPA, take a look. What is EPA? The eicosapentaenoic acid, kato itong gikuan nga carbon 3, omega carbon 3, and the docosahexaenoic acid. No? So all of this has double bond. Okay, it has an in. No? So this is abbreviated as EPA. This is abbreviated as DHA. No? This should be supplemented in the diet in a form of social salmon fish. Dili na ng fish na ay omega. Pinaka-specific is salmon. Salmon good. Salmon. So this salmon has that omega 3. So a shortage of this diet, shortage of this, mo na kinahanglan yun ta sa atong diet, we should have that omega 3. Shortage of this 3, omega 3, kaning unsa maning tulo, that is linoleic, the EPA, the DHA, from the dietary intake. This will lead to cardiovascular risk. Okay, admit. Admit. So that's it. Let's move on. What we are now going to describe the different types of lipids, a fatty acid. Okay, so the first one is the triacylglycerol. From the word tri, meaning there are 3 glyceride or fats. So this is a vegetable oil unsaturated and animal fat saturated. That is triacylglycerol. It could either be a vegetable oil, vegetable oil because it is unsaturated. Animal fats, these are saturated, triacylglycerol. So these are created by the formation of the esters linkage. How many? Tulo. That is why it's so called triacyl. Okay. So, basta mo to akong ayun sa previous. Wa man day ko'y picture ato. So, take away po. So this is now the molecule in the triacyl. So naa siya ay tulo. Kani. Tulo ka acyl group, that is being linked. Okay. The next one is the waxes. What are waxes? These are long chain saturated or unsaturated fatty acid plus a fatty alcohol. Take a look. Naa siya fatty alcohol condensed to form into ester. And mga waxes are solid at room temperature. Why? Because these are solid in a form, kaya naman, because it is in a condensed form of ester. So they are non-polar. What are some uses of this? Waxes, they are used as protectant or repellent. So this is an example of your fatty acid with 3 glycerol. Naay 3 glycerol. This is palmitic acid and the tricontanol. Mao niyang waxes, Kaya naman, in waxes, unsay naa ang present? It's a long saturated, kanimo ang long saturated, pero naa siya present sa alcohol, and that is waxes. Okay? The next one is phospholipid. So, phospholipid are amphiphilic. What do you mean by amphiphilic? Due to the hydrophilic charge. Okay. Now, I charge, kani. It has a charge, and there is a head group, So this is now the head group. We could be saturated with different different function. So this is a phospholipid amphiphilic. What do you mean by amphiphilic? Amphiphilic, it could be amphiphilic, it has dual. It is water loving at the same time fat loving. So why? Because this non-polar end here is water fearing. This portion here, which is the head, is water loving. Okay, so this head group substituent could be substituted with different function. Let's move on. So, mo ni ang katong X, Let's go back here. Previous. Here, kani pwede nimo siya ma-substitutean nimo ani nga mga phospho. Or from the word, why is it phospho? Because there is a presence of phosphorus here. That is why it's so called phospholipids. A lipid with phosphorus. So that's it. So kani ang glycerophospholipid, di ba yung it has a triacyl na ay tulo. That is the first, second, three. Okay. Sa 3, nganha ni mo makitaan ang ikatulong nga triacyl, nganha ni mo makitaan ang phosphorus. And at the same time, this one here, ang first 2 will have a branch of a saturated or unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, kani. Kani siya is saturated kay walay double bond. In carbon, in triacyl 1. In the second triacyl 2, naa siya'y double bond. That is why so called unsaturated. And the last one is nganha nimo siya ma-substitutan of this one. Okay. So these are the common phospholipid. Okay. So kung H gani, ang X is H, unsa man na siya. The name of that is the phosphatidic acid. Your X is kani ang iyang attachment. It is the phosphatidyl ethanolamine. Unsa ang X? It is the ethanolamine. Ethanolamine. Then, if it is this one, what is this? This is choline. These are primary alcohols. So, the name of that is the phosphatidyl serine. Kung serine ang, can you still remember serine? It is an amino acid. Okay, that's serine. Okay. Then, if it is your X is glycerol, kani siya. That is phosphatidyl ngalan ana sa imong glycerophospholipid. It is, or phospholipid ani siya. Why it is glycerol? Because of the triacyl. It is phosphatidyl glycerol because it's glycerol. Kani ang glycerol. Okay. Then, this a little bit complicated. Phosphatidyl linositol, wherein 4 to 5 biophosphate, meaning this is it. It is in a form of a ring. Wherein there will be another phosphorus, kani, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's it. That is, let's go back here. Kani nga head group substituent. Kato ang pwede madunga. Wherein, that will be named as this. Kanina siya. So, what makes it different is because of the substituent in the head group. Okay. Ang pinakasayon, of course, is the phosphatidic acid. Kaya naman, H naman. Ang pinakalisod is that this phosphatidyl glycerol, taas kay siya ang chain. Okay? So, to, ang first nga triacyl, ayun, previous. Ang first nga, kani, triacyl, di ba ikaw? Triacyl, okay, triacyl kay na tulo ka acyl group kani Okay, glycerol, triacylglycerol. Okay, ang first is, unsa iyang branch, it is a saturated. Na? Ang second, unsa sa niya, there is a double bond. And the last one, gani ang magpakuan sa inyo kung unsay ngalan niya because of the presence of this substituent. Okay? That's it. Okay. These are the different substituents. So next is, what do you mean by the aggregation of the amphiphilic lipids in water? Actually, biological membranes consist of a lipid bilayer. What do you mean by bilayer? Okay, naan siya duha ka compartment. So, bilayer. This is now the cell interior. No? Cell interior. Kani na. It is protected. No? So, these are individual units which are cross-linked together. So, this is bilayer. Mura ba ka ng tambok sa baboy? Na dili Bisaya. Kanang hybrid, di ba? Pag tanaw ni mo mo, ito palito nga lastiyan. O, di ba? Na ay tambok pinakaubos, unod, na ay tambok, anak, like that. That is a called bilayer. Ablihan ni mo ng imong pala. O, tambok gani ka, kaning ibabaw sa imong belly, that is connected with a bilayer. Okay. Actually, lipids is very important. Nga naman, this will give you ang mga niwa nga way mga tambok dali tugnawon. No, way insulator. Pero mga tambokon na ay daghang bilayer, okay, it is protected and covered with this fats. Okay. So, dili siya dali tugnawon, no? Okay. Mag-usap po na siya sa mga pangani makatabang kung tambok. Pero doon po siya sa high blood, hypertension. Okay. So, what is this? This bilayer, these are biological membrane consists of lipid bilayer. And they are the barrier passage to polar molecules. Ano man, because as I said, they are hydrophilic. Okay. They will not react with water. No? So polar molecules and ions between different compartments. So if this is your compartment, this would not be easily attached with water. Okay. So polar heads group tends to associate with water. Ito COOH. No? While the hydrophobic tails segregate from water. They are hydrophobic. So these molecular driving forces, this will lead to a bilayer. Mo nang magkuan siya, mag-compartment siya. No? This will lead to two layers. By, from the word two. No? Each layer, that's two-dimensional, are aligned with phospholipid molecules called monolayer. Align na siya. This is a phospholipid kani which is monolayer. So that is the importance of the reaction. Actually, what makes it, ang Ginoo made it to this one, ano man, because it has its importance. Okay? Let's move on. So, one type of this amphiphile aggregation, one important of this is in the function of soap, that is surfactants. Surfactants are, example of this are soap. These are free fatty acid. These are free fatty acid wherein that is free fatty acid and synthetic detergent. What are these synthetic detergents? Such as sodium dodecyl sulfate. This will form methyl particles that available to emulsify no? Small non-polar solute in water. So makakita gani ka, no? Sa soap. Tinga ka ang soap kay naay sa ibabaw na ibula-bula tas naa na dayoy, what you call this, kanang murag itom-itom. That is now your dirt. That is the function of your surfactant. That is the free fatty acid. So, imong soap sa detergent nimo kung wala ning sodium dodecyl sulfate, what will happen? This will not take away the dirt in your mga clothes. Yeah, and that is surfactant because of the two function of your lipids, which is present, that is added in your detergent. Okay, that's it.